Okay, so in the making of this video, I ran over time, and so I have to redo it and break it into two parts. So for the first part, the first number you see in the problem is going to be going under the radical, under the division symbol, and then you're going to have the other number out front. So 4 goes into 1, or 4 doesn't go into 1, but 4 goes into 15 three times. I subtract, I get a 3, I bring down the 4. The decimal point's going to be right there because it just came straight up in this problem. 8 times would give me 32. I get 2 and 5 gets me there. So $3.85 per gallon. Next problem. Then, if at that price, how much would 7.4 gallons be? Now, I know the way it's written, it's kind of like 7.4 times 385. And if you're doing like a rectangle method, it's totally going to work. You would have 385 and 74, and it would totally work out. But I'm going to do it the old-fashioned. I'm going to do partial products, and so I put the one with the most digits on top, not necessarily the larger number, but the one with the most digits. I also don't. I just ignore the decimal points. And so I did 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 80, I'm going to have a placeholder 0, and then I'm going to have 32. 4 times 300, I'm going to have 2 placeholder zeros, and then a 12. Try to make sure that all my lot numbers line up. 70 times 5, I'm going to have a placeholder 0, and then 35. I'm going to get 2 placeholder zeros, and then 56. I'm going to get 3 placeholder zeros, and 21. And so when I add those together, I get 0, 9, 11, 14, carry the 1, 8, 28, 49. So I get $28.49. Okay, next problem. Now, card 3 actually relates back to the previous two problems. So this was problem number 1. If I divide these, I'm going to get 385. And if I multiply 7.4 times 385, I got, from problem 2, I got 2849. This 2556 is way cheaper. So he claims it was less. Yeah, totally was. Yes. And there's not. I don't just have to show that much. So this was card 1. This was card 2. Here he goes with the 375 Theo spent. Okay, this is going to be ugly. So the first number you see in this case is going to be outside. So I have 375. And I'm trying to see how many gallons 3405. So I move the decimal 2 spots. I move the decimal 2 spots. I've got the 375. Now, I don't know my multiples of 375, but I can kind of guess at what's going to happen here. I'm probably going to need 2 decimal places. So I look at this, and I go 375, and then I've got 34, 340. None of those works. 304 or 5. I'm going to guess 9, because that's really close to 10 times that. So I go 45. 63 plus 4 is 67. 27 plus 6 is 33. I go to subtract these. I need to borrow from here, make it a 3. This becomes a 10. 0, 3. Okay, bring down this. 375 can't go into 300, so it goes in there 0 times. I bring in the next 0, and if 3375 was 9 times, then 3000 is exactly 8 times. It's just 375 less than that. So I got $9 and 9.08 gallons of gas. Card number 5. Well, I mean, I hate this one because 9 divided by 12 is just 9/12. That's the same as 3/4, and I know 3/4 of a dollar is 75 cents. But how do they want you to do it? They wanted you to take 9.00, like $9, divided by 12. That goes 0.7 times. That would be 84. So bring down the 0. 12 goes into 65 times. 75 cents. Here we go. Determine the value of that. The first number goes in the house. Oh, totally messed that up. 1.152, 0.03, two spots, 115.2. Goes in there 3 times. That would be 9. Subtract 25 would be 8 times, would give me 24. 1, bring down the 2, and that's 38.4. If it was money, it'd be $38.40, but just 38.4. 7. The first number goes in the house. The divisor's at the door. Move it 1 spot, move it 1 spot. This becomes 6, going into 103.5. 6 doesn't end in a 5. There's no number multiplied by 6 that's going to end in a 5. So I know I need to go out at least 1 decimal place. Goes in there 1 time. 43 would be 7. Is 42. 15 would be 2. 30. I'm going to bring that up here. I'm going to bring down that 0 to make it 30, and then that's 5. $17.25. And the last one in this video, you don't actually solve this. It just says write an expression. So, I mean, this is 14 tenths divided by 42 thousandths. So how did I know how many zeros? So right here, there's 1 decimal place. There needs to be 1 0. Right here, there's 3 decimal places. There needs to be 3 zeros. That works. If you wanted to get a common denominator, it would have been 1,400 over 1,000 divided by 42 over 1,000. Yeah, either way, I like this one best, but this is common denominators. And so that's going to end the first video. So I'm going to stop